American Printing House for the Blind, Sensory Learning Kit Routines, Cynthia's Fan Routine, Learning Imitation, Exploration Zone, and Means Ends, Function Zone. September. Present level, Cause and Effect level exploration. Seated at her desk, Cynthia enjoys exploring the auditory attributes of a plastic basket. She demonstrates cause and effect skills by repeating movements that produce the sounds she finds most attractive. She begins by scratching the basket on the table. Cynthia's teacher, Dana Lyons, tells her it is time for her fan routine by placing the now container of her object calendar in front of Cynthia. Cynthia pushed away the basket to make room for the now container. A red liner in the black now container creates contrast with the black fan, which is Cynthia's object symbol for the activity. Ms. Dana provides wrist support as Cynthia moves her hand to the fan to read her calendar.
Fan time. Yep.
Cynthia stands up, pushes her chair up to the desk, and follows Ms. Dana to the work area. Together, they sit at the work table.
Fan.
Ms. Dana uses hand-under-hand support to help Cynthia take the fan out of the now container and place it on the table. In its flat position, Cynthia touches the surfaces of the fan and manipulates the fan blades. Ms. Dana raises the top of the fan and activates the on-off switch. A piece of red fabric on the switch helps Cynthia to locate it visually. Cynthia smiles as air blows her face and hair. Occasionally, Cynthia uses her fingers to stop the fan blades for a second or two. She uses her fingers to make noises with the rotating blades. Ms. Dana turns off the fan.
Turn on.
Cynthia moves her hand immediately to the on-off button and turns on the fan. She uses her other hand to manipulate the fan's speed control button and changes the strength of the airflow several times. Ms. Dana turns off the fan.
Turn on.
Cynthia turns on the fan again and explores it orally by putting her tongue gently against the rotating fan blades. APH carefully chose a fan safe for oral exploration. Ms. Dana turns off the fan.
No. Turn on. No.
Teaching the first of Cynthia's 2 embedded goals, Ms. Dana visually models using a piece of paper as a tool to make a buzzing noise when it hits the rotating fan blades. Cynthia takes the paper from Ms. Dana and imitates the action. Ms. Dana will document Cynthia's performance on this step of the routine. Ms. Dana models using a piece of blue cloth to create a visual flutter. Cynthia watches the action, but she does not imitate it. Fluttering is not nearly as attractive as buzzing.
Turn on.
Cynthia spins the blades with her fingers and then turns on the fan. Ms. Dana models fluttering again, but Cynthia simply is not interested. Ms. Dana turns off the fan.
Turn on.
Ms. Dana teaches the second embedded goal to use a tool to create a desired effect. She uses the paper to make the buzz. She puts the paper on the table. Cynthia picks it up immediately and takes her turn. Cynthia is ready for a new goal. Ms. Dana will embed a choice-making goal and provide several interesting sound-making tools. Ms. Dana puts the finished container of Cynthia's object calendar, a plastic basket, on the table next to the fan.
Fan finished.
Cynthia closes the fan and puts it in the finished container.
Good job.
APH extends special thanks to Cynthia, Dana Lyons, TVI consultant Millie Smith, videographer Lee Rahovic, and the New Mexico School for the Blind and Visually Impaired, Alamogordo. APH staff, Tristan Pierce, project leader, Anthony Jones, director, creative services, Matthew Pope, graphic designer, Jill Fox, narrator. Shaped as an open book, the APH fountain reads in print and braille, Building Independence Since 1958. The End.